Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
To Equanimous St. Brown. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
One.
Mariota. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He goes full extension, and he's got it. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Mariota to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 3rd down, Mariota being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Breida looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Anthony Averett picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Line 54.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going for it all. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line line of scrimmage, but that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing is Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Landry now on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check 37, check 37.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Throwing again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And it's the Saints that have moved out ahead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flush to his right. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 16, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Pollard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On third down, it's Pollard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Run for Pollard. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mariota to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Mariota, letting one go deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Equanimous St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mariota here to throw. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Ravens first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Move on. Hustle, hustle. Mark 54. And here we go.
Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Intercepted. Come on, God. We got this.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One last shot now for Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh.